Calisthenics offers a vast world of innovative and creative techniques that offer valuable opportunities to enhance muscle growth and strength. Exploring options beyond traditional exercises. The secret to rapid progress lies in creating high levels of muscle tension when training in innovative and diverse methods. So stay tuned until the end.
In recent years, the culture of physical and fitness routines has spread massively across various communities. It has become one of the most popular sports. Trends around the world that are highly sought after to enhance overall appearance. However, this phenomenon has overshadowed a significant practice that many warriors traditionally engaged in, have relied on throughout history to experience what the human body can achieve of beauty and strength. It is calisthenics. Calisthenics emerged as a training method and is recognized in the fitness world as one of the most powerful approaches available, designed to enhance and develop overall physical fitness abilities and thoroughly test the remarkable capabilities of the human body. Primarily relying on using body weight as the primary training tool, I focus on body weight exercises. These activities can be performed at various levels of intensity and rhythms to suit individual preferences. For instance, in the sport of boxing, calisthenics is often the preferred training method because it perfectly aligns with the demanding physical requirements of combat, as it effectively provides the fighter with speed and power in attacks, in addition to developing the body's capacity to move smoothly and flexibly, while also improving muscular endurance to effectively enable the competitor to deliver a series of continuous strikes for several consecutive rounds. Therefore, it is also utilized in military forces for various purposes. So what are the key strengths of this? And why might it be the ideal choice for building overall strength? As is widely known, calisthenics is a dynamic training method that focuses on body weight exercises, integrates the entire body in exercises unlike traditional bodybuilding, which specifically emphasizes the isolation of individual muscles. This is the key difference. The key difference lies in the type of targeting involved in calisthenics. Targets various types of muscle tissues, including fast-twitch muscle fibers, responsible for generating strength and explosiveness, while slow-twitch fibers responsible for maintaining endurance, supporting connective tissues, strengthening skeletal muscles and physical function, stabilizing muscles responsible for body stability and movement control, in addition to the deep muscle tissues that help stabilize the joints effectively. Meanwhile, the purpose of the classic bodybuilding exercises is the hypertrophy of muscle fibers, by carefully tearing them apart and skillfully rebuilding them to significantly increase their size. What about strength? Physical strength encompasses much more than merely the ability to lift heavy weights, but it varies significantly according to several different dimensions. There is absolute strength, relative strength and functional strength, each serving its own unique and important role. Absolute strength refers to the maximum force that a muscle can generate, entirely independent of body weight. Relative strength refers to the total amount of strength that can be produced in relation to body weight or size, effectively allowing the body to work against the force of gravity, while functional strength is the strength used to perform daily or athletic movements efficiently, as it thoughtfully includes balance, adaptability, and flexibility. It's worth noting that these two distinct types are indeed the most effective in many sports. For example, in combat sports, functional strength and relative strength are fundamentally utilized in various exercises, where functional strength is heavily relied upon in the demanding world of professional fighting. To move the body smoothly and efficiently during both attack and defense, to accurately direct attacks and maintain stability during unexpected situations, while highlighting the relative strength in the ability to generate an elevated amount of force by skillfully controlling body weight to effectively deliver precision strikes. And all of this means the ability to control the body efficiently. This is what truly sets apart practitioners of calisthenics, particularly those who are professionals in the field, who enjoy the unique ability to successfully perform impressive movements like handstands, the ability to transition directly from one exercise to another, and the potential to achieve truly astonishing levels of movement performance. It should be noted that bodybuilding is simply one specific type of sport among many different athletic disciplines that relies on weights. Various weights can be effectively used in different exercises that do not target absolute strength, but instead focus on building muscular endurance and functional strength efficiently and effectively. For example, a bodybuilder focuses on maximizing muscle size, can also develop both functional and explosive strength, but only in specific ways. A variety of plyometric and isometric exercises where you can use weights or simply combine various calisthenics exercises. What are these exercises? Let's discover the most powerful calisthenics exercises. The various exercises involved in this classic sport are widely known and quite popular. There are several types of pull-up exercises that target different muscle groups effectively, strengthens both the back muscles and the biceps effectively. Variations of push-up exercises. They specifically target the chest, shoulders and triceps muscles, dips, to strengthen the chest, triceps and shoulders along with performing squats. For the lower body, these exercises primarily target and strengthen the thigh muscles. Lunges. For strengthening the thighs and hamstrings effectively, single leg squats serve as advanced exercises to effectively elevate thigh strength to an impressive high level. Perform leg raises while hanging. For strengthening the lower abdominal muscles effectively, full body exercises are considered advanced.
Combine back and chest muscles through exercises like front raises and rear raises for balanced strength.
As effective professional exercises, they help develop both abdominal and back muscles, and burpees serve as an effective full body workout, and the list of their benefits is still quite extensive. In addition to utilizing advanced methods and innovative techniques to effectively maximize results achieved,
The science of muscle growth fundamentally revolves around subjecting the muscle to the highest levels of tension for the maximum duration possible. Muscle growth is not quite the same as growth in other sports activities. You don't need an excessive amount of time, but you definitely need a lot of tension in this situation. Maximum tension typically cannot be effectively achieved through conventional, traditional methods and approaches. To quickly elevate your level, you definitely need to harness your creativity effectively. For example, the unique prisoner style relies entirely on improvisation and boundless creativity. Therefore, it is widely regarded as one of the most effective methods for promoting muscle development. So, what are some of the other innovative and creative methods available? Decentralized training. Negative repetitions. There are three distinct phases involved in the repetition stage: the central phase, the static phase, and the decentralized phase. Each phase must be carefully performed at a specific pace. But to create maximum tension on the muscle, you should concentrate on deliberately slowing down the decentralized phase, an easy and highly effective technique that is often neglected in traditional training. For instance, when actively performing pull-ups or push-ups, you should try as much as possible to gradually lower your body slowly during the descent. If you seek to increase the time that your muscles are experiencing significant tension and strain, managing the adverse phase of every single repetition leads to activating the greatest possible number of muscle fibers. Thus, it stimulates muscle hypertrophy and develops strength efficiently. For example, when performing pull-ups, focus on spending 5 seconds in the lowering phase. You will experience a notable tension and an even stronger focus on the targeted muscles. This method is widely recognized as eccentric training, the technique of repetition and half. In this technique, a complete and thorough repetition is performed, followed by a partial repetition. Then return to the starting position. When performing the squat exercise, you lower down completely during the descent phase, then rise to the midpoint during the ascent phase, then lower down again, then rise fully. This technique increases time under tension during 2 repetition phases, the eccentric and the static. It targets muscle fibers across various different ranges of motion and enhances muscle activation efficiently. It also offers comprehensive control over muscle movements. It can be said that this technique is somewhat challenging, but it is a powerful tool for increasing training intensity. Each repetition is carefully divided into 2 or 3 distinct parts to effectively increase muscle tension during the entire movement process. For example, when performing a deep squat, instead of moving downward and upward in a single motion, you can break the repetition into phases, heading down to the midpoint of the path and then stopping, then going down further and stopping again before rising. In the push-up exercise, you can take a brief pause at the midpoint of the descent, then go all the way down and stop before rising, and you will experience significant tension building in your chest and triceps, which will ultimately contribute to muscle development. This technique places additional stress on the specific targeted muscles during the workout, compelling them to put in greater effort during every segment of the movement. It also forces you to work harder at the weak points of the movement. The isometric against third resistance. This technique primarily relies on the effort to push or pull a specific weight. Even with all your strength applied, you are unable to move it at all for up to 10 seconds. The idea behind this technique is to create a maximum state of tension in the muscle at a specific point in the movement to enhance neuromuscular connection and stimulate the muscle fibers that are primarily responsible for generating force. This ongoing and unrelenting tension forces the muscles to recruit a greater number of motor units, which significantly contributes to improving neuromuscular strength. This technique enhances neuromuscular strength effectively, increased communication between the brain and muscles, which leads to improved performance in other exercises. In addition to enhancing the ability to initiate movements by enhancing strength at the crucial starting points, with the possibility of activating new muscle fibers due to prolonged tension, which forces the muscles to work under exceptional conditions, which stimulates their growth and increases their strength. This effective technique can be applied in a variety of exercises. A straightforward example of exercise is doing a wall push-up and exerting every bit of your strength. This technique is a powerful tool to exceed traditional performance limits and attain substantial advancements in muscle strength and overall efficiency. Push-ups and arching strength training exercises. It's a great example of exercises that target strength and coordination at the same time, as the body gracefully moves from side to side, concentrating on one arm at a time carefully, while the other arm effectively stabilizes the entire body. This asymmetrical movement places a significantly greater load on the dominant working arm, which exposes it to more tension. The same principle applies to arcing pull exercises, where the weight is carefully shifted to one arm for balance. This method builds exceptional functional strength and promotes muscle hypertrophy at a significantly faster rate. This method involves performing exercises with a unilateral focus, meaning performing repetitions on one side for each set, while simultaneously ensuring a steady contraction occurs on the other side. For example, in a challenging one-arm push-up, the working arm performs the full push, while the other arm continues to stay raised above the ground. Another variation of this exercise is the single arm row, where one side actively performs the row, while the other side remains in a contracted position. This method places significant stress on the target muscle and forces it to work independently. This in turn significantly increases the tension level even more deeply. This exercise is performed with fast, powerful movements to quickly generate exceptionally high levels of strength in a brief time. This explosive movement targets fast muscle fibers, responsible for building muscle mass and explosive strength. By pushing forcefully off the ground, you increase the duration of time under tension during the exercise, which compels your muscles to engage more intensely during the workout session. In temporary rest training, you perform repetitions until muscle failure. Then you take a brief short break lasting about 10 to 20 seconds. After that, you continue exercising until failure again. This technique allows you to surpass normal fatigue thresholds, which creates higher muscle activation and more overall work within a single set. It's excellent for both strength and muscular endurance, and it helps break plateaus and stimulate more growth by maintaining your muscles under a consistent and continuous tension.
This brief clip is specially made for you. May the peace, mercy, and countless blessings of God be upon you.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and join the ranks of the warriors. We offer a wide range of motivational and educational videos covering everything related to training. Start building the best version of yourself.